don't know what has just happened, but I've just received a text.
Oh, line up for Hoobajoob. Did you get it?
No. And I quote, and I'm assuming this is good. Quote, "You're so goated with the sauce, Mom."
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Did you make spaghetti last
That's good,
night?
right? Yeah, it's a good thing. Producer Matt says, "You're so goated with the sauce. Greatest of all time."
Well, I got that part. What's the sauce?
What's with the sauce?
What's the sauce?
I got the sauce.
It's the good stuff.
The extra. I got the good
This
stuff.
from your
I'm
son?
goated
You've
with
got
the
the
sauce.
good stuff?
Yeah.
Is it
I
because
just gave him money for something he needed for school. So
Oh,
I'm goated with the sauce. Yeah.
All right, this morning we
Hi.
talked about, and I can't let it go, the fact that your credit score is higher than mine.
I would like to talk about this. I am so glad this is what you want to talk about. My credit score is not just higher than yours, it's higher than Big Mike's, too. I am the highest in the room. Matt, we won't, unless you want to join
Matt,
the
what's your credit
conversation. Do you know
score?
your credit score?
Just kidding.
You were? What is your credit score? Can we ask? We don't have to broadcast if you're not comfortable. Yeah,
That's
I'm,
pretty good.
I'm
That's
kicking
respectable.
your butt.
767. There's a new app called Score where you have to have at least a 695 to even be on this dating app.
Yeah.
Matt, can we get your social security number?
767's good. You could be on this app. I mean, he's newlywed, so he's not gonna, but
This would be the dating app that I would be on. Like of all of them and all of that, if I had this one. But I have to say, as somebody in the 8s, I don't know.
you're so snooty.
I don't know if I could date a 7.
You know?
Certainly not a 6.
I think that's funny, and we really only got to that part on the show this morning. But is what your future significant other is what they make, is their credit score? Is it that important that it's like the bar of whether or not you're going to date him or not?
I think
I'm going to answer that question.
I think it's an okay bar.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's an okay bar.
Absolutely, especially where I am in life.
Yeah.
If you're in your 20s, early 20s, maybe not so much because you're building credit and
Right.
you're still young. Where I'm at in life, absolutely. I think this is fantastic.
It's
going to weed out a bunch of losers. I'm just kidding. It's going to weed out a bunch of people that in my age, I don't want to be dealing with your issues, your money issues, your credit issues. I can't have that in my life.
I wouldn't welcome it in. I would not. I don't care what the situation is. Oh my God, I love you so much. You are, it's like, babe, it is fire between us, all of that. Oh, your credit score is low. We had a really good time.
It's been nice.
Yes. You know what I mean?
gonna
Like,
see
it's
my way out.
okay to say that.
I
You
think it
work
is.
really
I think it is.
hard
I think it is.
to get to a situation, like, especially right now with how expensive everything is and the housing market. You do not get to take me.
And again,
print.
I think it's where we're at in life. I think if you're 20s, probably I wouldn't care at that point. I'm just trying to hook up. But now,
I mean, and also like if they're in their 20s, like if you're into that, if they're in their 20s and you're just like, there's not really a future, or like we can hang out.
okay, but now back to our credit scores. Mine is only lower than yours because I just got dinged a couple weeks ago because I applied for something, and so it always brings it down. That's the only reason yours is higher than mine.
It's weird because I had to apply for something 2 months ago too, and it was to co-sign for a vehicle, so that was kind of so I got dinged too.
Yeah.
So mine's gone down. So
dumb.
we went down together, but mine's still higher. How can you tell me again what you don't have to say it on here? I just want to remember how much higher mine is than yours.
I think it's less than 10 higher than mine.
It is not.
I'm in the 8s. I'm in the 800s.
I don't know. Big Mike.
Listen, it's annoying that I have the lowest in this room, and I'm still.
No, Matt's lower.
Oh, I'm sorry, Matt. You're lower. Yeah, but you're young.
He's
you're young.
23,
You're
yeah,
23.
yeah.
You don't count.
Matt's new to the game. You, Fizz.
I know.
You.
807.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Oh my God.
Big
It's
Mike's
just-
808, and he's been holding it over my head all morning. He's 1 point ahead of
And
me.
the reason I'm going down is because it's saying you should get more loans.
I know. I talked you into applying for some credit
so
cards today to just
stupid.
bring it down. Bring it down.
One of the worst things I ever discovered is how easy it is to look up on your your dumb banking. And now it's just, when I saw that it did go down after that car purchase, like there was some animosity. It was just like, I got to co-sign it, raise these kids. They can't even buy their own damn car. Now my credit score gets hit. Like I had the avalanche in my head. You damn right I did.
Oh God, that's fun. That's fun.
Should we continue the talk about how lunch was an assault on my taste buds?
And probably your
Yesterday.
innards. It's biting back. It's gonna bite back.
That's so graphic.
We forced you to eat rattlesnake.
Unbeknownst to me, okay, because I'm very particular
I didn't know
at what I
either.
put in my mouth. I'm not going to just put a serpent in there. And so,
You did. You went for twosies.
no, I did not. I didn't even know what I was eating, and I didn't like it. That's the cool part. I thought when we started yesterday, we went out for a little Valentine lunch as a morning show. It's very, very fun. Love spending time with you guys. And we're like, oh, hey, pick the salsas. You pick the salsa. We decide between queso and guac. We go with the queso. Big Mike, you're like, hey, let's get this chorizo. I know in my head that's like some spicy, some sausage, something like that.
On the menu, it's rattlesnake chorizo. So that could go a lot of different ways, right? I actually said
Yes,
out loud,
it
do
can.
you guys think it's actually rattlesnake, or is that like the spicy level? It's rattlesnake chorizo, spicy.
Yeah.
And Big Mike's like, no, it's rattlesnake. And then I was like,
No,
oh, and we all joke.
Which Tracy said, don't listen to
listen.
Big Mike.
Right.
So guess what? It was very pronounced to you.
And then we dropped it at that point, right?
We did, because also, backstory, there is a very real thing. Like when Big Mike joined the show, he will run with a lie.
He's the best liar
He's
you'll
the
ever
best
meet.
liar ever.
For 10 seconds. I always tell you
haven't
right away.
convinced the entire time we were going to Boulder. He was attending Coach Prime's conference to the point where I can't lie. So I was like, I had my sunglasses on. That was an hour and a half of Peter Cetera music, and you're big dumb lying. There's a serpent in my mouth.
Yeah.
That was for
Yeah,
her
yeah.
birthday.
So, but it got dropped at that point, and we're eating the queso. I wouldn't say we were enjoying the queso.
That was garbage.
It was garbage, but not because of the chorizo. Okay, that was probably the best part. But it got dropped, and we're just eating,
Didn't even think about
being
it.
idiots at lunch, just having a good time, and then the waitress comes over. That's when it got hairy.
This is making this whole conversation.
Who asked her specifically if it was rattlesnake, just to be kind of witty? Okay, so Big Mike's like,
Yes.
so yeah, did we actually eat rattlesnake?
I wasn't even thinking about it this entire
we had
time.
forgotten
too.
about
like I really gave it zero thought yesterday. It was so flippant.
And she says, yes, that's rattlesnake. It's actually rattlesnake that you ate. And I was like, what? Yeah, and she said, and there's rabbit in there. And I was like, was it the same rabbit that rattlesnake killed? Is it like Circle of Life? And then I said, are these local rattlesnake? I was being real witty.
To which both
And
she said-
but while I'm doing this, being charming, you were about to throw up. The color ran out of your face.
yeah.
And let me be clear. I thought about it the whole time. But Tracy's like, number one, Tracy's like, don't believe in Big Mike.
Don't
And then-
believe
then
in
she
him.
also-
Don't believe in him.
Then she also added, well, then I'm not going to eat it. And I'm like, let her eat it. And I was hoping that it was going to be so good. She's like, this is really good. And then be like, you like snake.
I actually didn't even like it. I thought it was like Snake River Farms. There's that place that sells like steak and stuff, like Snake River Farms. So I was just like, I thought it was like the spice or something. But
Yeah, we
every
all
time
did,
I
yeah.
talk about, I'm not kidding. My face feels like it has the flu when we talk about this. My face feels nauseous when we talk about this. And at that point, as I was questioning everything that's just happened, I started to think about like, I will never be the same. Like,
No, you won't.
there is serpent inside of me. Like,
There's an animal that moves without legs
I
that
don't
was
trust-
murdered and is now inside of you.
well, I don't trust anything anymore. Who orders, by the way? So the other thing is I've never gone anywhere where I was like, hey, I would like my spicy cheese with some serpent in it. That's just, it doesn't go together.
But then we Googled it, and that's like what they're known for.
This place we went yesterday?
Yeah.
I'm never going
It's
back.
what they're known for. The
I'm never going
rattlesnake
back.
chorizo.
That's what they're known for.
Yep. Yeah.
Businesses are allowed to operate like this these days. That's it. Matt, can you believe what I deal with? And this whole time.
How are
I
you
was like,
even at work today?
well, I don't even know. And it's like at this point now it's personal because they know I have a higher credit score. So they're like, feed her something she hates because we have to get her back. Is that what it is? I'm a target now for you.
I don't know why,
so
but during that story, I
stupid.
realized I had a dream about Cyndi Lauper. All right, we're going to announce Hooba Joob on Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock. It's going to be big and awesome.
Did everyone hear that too? You guys heard that, right?
Yeah,
And
she
then
was
just-
sick. I was taking care of her. She couldn't sing anymore. She was sickly. She couldn't eat. She was frail.
Her face ate a rattlesnake.
I don't know why, but Cyndi Lauper, the dream I had about her. I was taking care of her at her house. I was trying to feed her. She wouldn't eat.
And this is why we call it the Big Dumb Po Show, everybody. Big and dumb.
I tried to get her to sing, and she couldn't sing. She was so frail. Like she
I feel
couldn't chew her
I'm
food.
making the face I make like when one of your kids is like, "Oh, my band concert's tonight," and they're like in second grade, and you're like, like you're trying to be encouraging, but you can't. You are the equivalent of a second grader playing hot cross buns for the first time
Look
right
what
now,
I
and
can
I'm trying to go, "Hey, okay, you're great."
Good job, little buddy.
I think you were saying Hooba Joob is announced on Tuesday.
Tuesday
We
morning
can't
at 8
wait.
o'clock. Let's
All
get
right.
it.